What's going on, boys? What the fuck you done? What happened here? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Oh man, the Oracle up in here, man. Hey, yeah, man. Everybody follow MMA Oracle on Twitter. Yes, sir. This is the man. This is the man I've been trying to get up in here, man. This is the man I've been trying to get up on the stream. I've been trying to. I've been trying to have this man make his debut on this channel, and I've just had my wires all fucking crossed. I have not had my ducks in a row. I just moved, and I'm no better today. I just got my first COVID-19 vaccine no more than a couple hours ago. So yeah. Nevertheless, shout out to MMA Oracle. Shout out to Noah. He said, I don't know what that means, bro. Probably not. What's up, General? What's going on, man? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, hermano? How the fuck are you doing, man? The Oracle. Yeah, man. We got a true blue kickboxing instructor in the building, boys. Legit kickboxing knowledge. Holler at him. But yeah, man, I got that vaccine. I said to my wife, I was like, I feel like I'm feeling a little like, out of it already. My uncle got the vaccine a little while ago, and he said that's how he felt afterwards. He said he felt hazy and like just kind of fucking out of it, man. I kind of feel that way, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's something else. I have no idea. But in any case, what is going on, y'all? This is just my 2 cents. I hope y'all are doing well this afternoon. It's almost 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. And I want to talk about some, by God, UFC Vegas 23, aka some shit on ABC, UFC on ABC 2, aka Vettori versus Holland. You want to talk about that shit? Because that's what I want to fucking talk about. But I hope y'all are doing good, man. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are staying up, as the kids like to say. But yeah, man, let's get into this shit. I will drop the link here in just a minute if anyone would like to come on stream and converse with me about this UFC shit. Y'all are more than welcome to. But yeah, let a couple people get up in here. About the 5-minute mark, we'll get this fucking shit going, man. Just getting her cooking here, boys. Can y'all hear me okay? I did get internet, I did get Wi-Fi, but I've been not too lazy, but I have not gotten to setting up my computer and everything. So I'm doing it on my phone, but I'll be honest with you, it's really fucking super easy to control the StreamYard chat and to do things like this and this and this. Sa dude. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all know about that original. Only if you're fucking me and Nikki's age do you know about that original. Yeah. Cool. He says it sounds fine. Okay. Well, what'd you think of that video, Nikki? You can be honest with me, dude. You can be honest with me. I have less than a year of boxing experience, so it won't hurt my feelings. I made a shadow boxing video and I sent it to Nikki, asked him what he thought of it. But yeah, just a little warm up. I did a little warm up round. I did do a full round though. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing well, man. 6 people in the building already. We got her cooking already, boys. This is a small gathering already. Oracle says it's perfectly fine. Well, that is fucking tight, dude. That is real tight. I know Nikki keeps it real. Oh yeah, honestly, so I was at shout out to Combat Sports Center in Richmond in the West End. If you are in the West End of Richmond, Virginia, and you would like a stand-up gym for stand-up striking arts, Combat Sports Center. I believe it's crew Brian Crenshaw still, and Freddie Cortoni was my boxing coach. I was there for, I'm trying to remember. It was like I say it's anywhere from like 4 to 6 months. And yeah, I've just been working on my shadow boxing on my own, and that's But I'm not a boxer, man. I wanted to be a boxer. I wanted to fucking be a boxer, but no, I hurt my back. I was like, had done a little bit of sparring. I was trying to get an amateur fight set up, and it didn't work out. But I was circling the wrong way though. I always fucking do that. I always circle into the fucking power hand. It's like, no, idiot. You circle to the outside of the fucking jab. Like a numbskull, dude. It's easier. It's easier to move to my left than it is to move to my right as an orthodox guy. But that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get like on the outside of the jab. But yeah. I just moved the wrong way. I moved the wrong way. And dude, my left hook is not. I need to work on that motherfucking left hook. Big time, dude. But I've been working on my uppercuts. I've been working on my inside shit. But again, it's just like I'm 6'7". I do not need to be like fighting on the inside. I don't know, man. I just like that shit. But I appreciate it, Nikki. I appreciate it. Yeah, true. But I'm always, but I always do that. I'm like circling to my left, and it's like, dude, you're circling right into the power hand, you dummy. But anyway, okay. But yeah, I sent Nikki a little not sparring, shadow boxing video. I did. But yeah, I appreciate the feedback, Nikki. Nice, yeah, dude. I've taken 2 kickboxing classes total in my whole fucking life, but I did karate for I'd say between 3.5 and 5 years. 3.5 years straight, like not missing training, and then a year and a half sporadically or whatever. But Muay Thai would be sweet. I would love to get when I got the first vaccine. When I get the second vaccine, I'll feel a lot better about going out and training and stuff. So I definitely want to get back into that. There's no Shotokan on the East Coast. I don't think I would have to go back to Baltimore. It's not worth the drive. But I'm gonna try and find an MMA gym. I know there's got to be an MMA gym on the Eastern Shore, fucking somewhere, dude. But yeah, because I want to learn a jiu-jitsu. I want to learn a Muay Thai / kickboxing. I want to work on my hands some more. Cool. Yep. That's my best punch probably is my right hand, my right cross. That's the one thing when I started doing boxing sparring, that was the one thing that was automatic was that right cross. It just came out. I was like, whoa. I was like, dude, he just like automatic, dude. But yeah, that's probably my best punch. But I've been working on my uppercut a lot, and I've been working on my left hook. I need to tighten it up. My short check left hook is not good. My longer range hook is a little bit better, but still, it's not super great. But yeah, nice. Yeah, definitely, dude. I'm definitely down. Yeah, please, any kind of like direct me towards any kind of online tutorials. Yes, sirree. Nice. Is that Glory? Is that what you're talking about, Glory? That's what's up. Well, you know what, boys? We're almost at the 10-minute mark, and I've been yapping about myself and my fucking not even really amateur ass, my fucking amateur fucking self. Let's talk about some UFC. Let's talk about what we're really here, boys. Y'all don't want to hear me talk about myself. Y'all want to hear about some, by God, gosh darn, motherfucking UFC. We got a fight card this weekend. Boys, after what feels like fucking forever of not having fights. It's not good for any of us, but we got them. What do y'all think, man? Are y'all fucking excited? Are y'all excited for this fucking shit? Are y'all excited for this fucking Vettori versus Holland? What was originally Vettori versus Till? Broken collarbone for Till. You hate to hear it. Broken clavicle. I've never had one, but by God, I imagine they're painful as fucking shit. Mike Petty. One on TNT. Nice. One kickboxing. Oh yeah, dude. I think my dude Nicky Holskin fights for one. Nicky Holskin is my favorite kickboxer of all time. He's my dude, man. Nicky the Natural. Nicky Holskin gave Callum Smith a tough fight, man. That's how much I do. I fucking love Nicky Holskin. But yeah, one kickboxing that's tight on TNT. The general says, "Pow!" Mike Petty. Mike Petty's back. Very interesting fight, says Cage My IQ. Said, I hope Solin slaps Vettori, but don't see it happening. I was more excited for Till, to be honest. Yes. You know what? I'm going to drop the link. I feel like the time is right. I feel like the place is here. The time is now. It feels right. I'm going to drop the link, man. I'm going to tell Boba Fett to turn Slave 1 around. I'll drop it down on the hill, send the beacon out. If you'd like to jump in, if you'd like to climb aboard the ship, you're welcome to do so. Here in a minute. As long as it takes me to fucking copy and paste this shit. Is this Holland you're talking about? If it's Holland you're talking about, yeah, he is. Vettori too, though, man. Vittori's a beast. Mighty Mouse and Eddie Alvarez are on the one card Wednesday. Nice. That's what's up. So is it a mixed card? Is it like kickboxing and or is it just MMA? Just curious. Okay, post comment. Why don't I maybe copy the link first? Idiot. Here we go. Copy. And Cage says mixed. Nicky Holskin, yeah. Pure Muay Thai 4-ounce gloves, not kickboxing. Is badass, nice. So is that so I guess they allow elbows and shit then? Elbows and knees everywhere. Oh, nice. That's awesome, dude. Nicky Holskin. That's fucking awesome. I fucking love that dude, man. He is one of my favorite like combat sports athletes. He's a good boxer for being a fucking kickboxer. Yeah, man, his one loss is like a decision to Callum Smith, where he like gave Callum Smith a fucking tough fight, and that was a nice Super Series, man. Fucking Kala Sauerland is a character. That dude, you want to talk about a off his nutter, a guy that's off his nutter. Fucking Kala Sauerland does more coke than 85% of the human population. But he put that Super Series together, and Nicky Holskin was a replacement. I think he was a late replacement. Fought Callum Smith, who just lost to Canelo. You know, who just went the distance with Canelo. So yeah, that was tight. I remember that shit. Oh, nice. The GOAT Canadian kickboxer. That's what's up, man. That's fucking tight. Rod Tang is a name to look up for Muay Thai. Yeah, Rod Tang. He's he's insane, man. I've been seeing those shits on Twitter where it's like Rod Tang is not human. Yeah, he can fucking dude. Fucking Rod Tang takes a licking and keeps on ticking, boys. But yeah, hold on. Let me paste this shit now. Well, I'm a fucking yacker, man. I'm a rambler. Here we go. Post a comment. Take the comment and post a comment. All right, here we go. It worked last time. So there you go. Links right there. I don't think you even have to make a StreamYard account. I think you should be able to just click on the link and go through the prompts. But yeah, you can take your you can take the camera off and use an avatar if you don't want to go on camera. I certainly understand that for obvious reasons, but yeah, I made a shadow boxing video. I was trying to make it like Rush did. Shout out to Rush. I don't know how he does it with the mask and all that shit on, but yeah, I couldn't do that shit, man. But I've been kind of like debating, like, I don't know, man, a shadow boxing and a face reveal at once. That's a lot for a Mandalorian type like me. What the fuck am I doing here? Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this fucking UFC, boys. Sup, dude? What you say, Missouri? What you know good? What you know good? What you say? What's up, Billy? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Yeah, Nikki knows. Hey, Nick, man, Nick got some dirt on me, dude. Nick has some fucking dirt on me. Tell you what. That's how much I trust you, Nikki. Just know that. 2 cent. I fucking Nikki knows my name. He see my face. He knows my old channel, my old YouTube channel. Nikki knows some fucking secrets about your boy. I trust him. I trust him with those. Um, but yeah. Um, this is a pretty good fight card, boys. For just a fight night. Okay, hold on. Got a guess. Hold on. Got a guess coming in. Hold up. Oh shit. Oh shit. He made you money. Nice. Yeah, I didn't have the sack to pick him in the rematch. Okay, okay. Finally, at long last, this gentleman here. I meant to have this gentleman on last week, but I've been a fucking mess. I sincerely apologize. Nevertheless, he's making his debut now. The one and only MMA Oracle. How you doing, bro? Great to have you on stream.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, dude? How you doing?
Just hanging out. It's lockdown in Ontario. The gym's closed, so just hanging at home.
Damn, man. Has that been rough for you?
It is what it is, right? Adapt like water, man. We're fighters. We just roll with the punches.
Nice, nice. So I've been seeing that you've been doing the this like online class thing. Is that something like that do you have like a schedule for that I can check out, like that I could like follow along with that?
We do it like paid memberships to the gym. I don't think it's beneficial for like if you guys wanted to start and actually learn something. It's more for like keeping members and keeping them active. But
Gotcha.
I'm gonna start my own content this month. I'm gonna like break down some techniques and stuff like that. So just keep an eye out. And I got some stuff going on with this guy in Minnesota. Hammer Fist MMA. He was gonna do a podcast with this Bellator fighter, and it fell through. He's got the whole studio and everything. So we're working some stuff out too. So just keep an eye out.
Fuck yeah, definitely, dude. That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. So wait, hold on 1 second. I got somebody else coming in here. Oh, okay. This is a man that needs no introduction. I usually give this guy a nice, long, obnoxious intro, but I'm not even going to do that shit, man. Here he is, Nicky Elbows, the fucking Shoey King, Boston Nick. What's going on, Nicky? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, boys?
Oh God, I didn't do Nicky's format. Hold on, let me fix this shit.
Oh, a little side thing.
I did. The layout. Okay, here we go.
Sweet.
What's up, Oracle? Nice to meet you, brother.
What's up? What's going on, man? Where you guys at?
I'm in South Florida. I'm from Boston, but I'm in South Florida now.
Okay.
So I'm born in Little Rock, Arkansas. I lived there for half my life. Spent the other half of my life in Virginia, but I'm in the Eastern Shore of Maryland right now.
Okay, so you guys are in the States. We don't got the same sanctioning as you guys, so I'm a MMA fan, but coach kickboxers.
Nice, dude. Nice.
My buddy Jimmy, that we just actually, Jimmy just signed to Pub Sports Radio, from Odds, but he lives in Canada. He's over in the he says he lives in what's the fuck, Parkdale?
Oh,
Parkdale?
Toronto, Parkdale.
Yeah, Parkdale. He's in Parkdale.
He's from a rough area.
Yeah, this is. He tells you some crazy stories over there, but yeah. You ever heard of Jimmy the Bag? Jimmy the Bag. He does like a bunch of all sports except MMA, but yeah, he's a cool guy. So where do you train? I heard you just said you were trained. You train somewhere or one that's open?
So I did Muay Thai for a long time. I started I was 13, and I hit a deer on a motorcycle when I was 23, and I went through some shit after that. But
Fuck.
I pulled myself out of that fucking hole, and then my body wasn't able to coach. To fight. I was 210 pounds, so I started coaching. Got back down to my fight weight, and now I'm seeing if my hip's gonna be able to let me fight again. But I've been coaching since, so the last year and a half, 2 years.
Fucking A. Sorry to hear
That's
that.
awesome, dude.
Get back
Well,
in.
yeah. That sucks about the accident, dude. So are you when you get back? Are you looking to get back into Muay Thai, or are you gonna do MMA? Do you think?
I got a O in Muay Thai. I'm 7-0, 6-0 in Muay Thai, and 5-0 in kickboxing amateur, and then 1-0 in pro kickboxing. So I want to try out. If I'm gonna lose, I want it to be in what I love, and I want to try out MMA because I've never been in the cage. So
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, man.
When they lock that cage, it's fun. Even because American Top Team is right down the street from me. When I used to work out over there, the headquarters, Coconut Creek, they got their own UFC, replica of the UFC Octagon in there. And just being in there and just hitting pads and light sparring and whatnot, when it's just fucking when they close that cage, it's just like it just feels fucking adrenaline rush. It's fucking awesome.
And when I was fighting Muay Thai and I was competitive and I was winning and I was doing great and all my fights were paid for, they're flying me out, putting me up in hotels, airplanes, all that, and I was winning. But I watched MMA in my spare time. I never watched one kickboxing fight while I was kickboxing unless my coach put it on.
Right.
I was watching Anderson Silva and then trying out. Maybe that's why I did good because I was watching MMA striking and then trying it out in the ring.
Hey, why not, right? And Anderson Silva, if you're replicating him, he's just a killer kickboxer as it is. So you know what I mean?
I fought more like Robbie Lawler, but I tried to replicate Silva.
Okay, a little
Nice,
more
nice.
probably, right? A little more brawler type. All right. That's
One of
awesome.
my main sparring partners back in the day was Robert Thomas. He fought Israel Adesanya in Glory. He got his ass whooped.
Did
But
he?
he lasted all 3 rounds.
Hey, fuck. 403 with Izzy. Shit.
We grew up together, sparred from like when we were 13 years old all the way up to we were 20. I used to whoop his ass because I was a year older, and then when we were like 18, he started thumping me.
Yeah, that's right. They catch it. I got a brother that's 4.5 years younger than me, and when we were younger, growing up, I'd be able to take him. Now I got to flip a coin, and hopefully it lands on heads. You know what I mean?
Dude, so the only I don't know if he's the most he's probably the most famous fighter out of the gym that I fought at. Trevor Reagan, he was a Glory kickboxer. He didn't win his fights in Glory, but he was competitive in them. I don't think he got knocked. He might have got knocked out, but I don't think he did. But yeah, he was. But I never did kickboxing. But he would be like training. They like split the gym in two. Like there was a row of bags, and they would have the kickboxing class in the big open area with the mats. And then they had a boxing ring, and then the boxers would be on the other side. There was another open area on the other side of that with all the bags and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Reagan would be there doing his thing. So Oracle, man, would do you want to go by that, or would you prefer what should I call you, Dylan?
My name's Dylan, but I don't care, man. If the Miracle thing's gonna stick, go for it. If Dylan flows better, go for it, man. I don't care. This internet, like my brother's famous on Instagram. He's got like 300,000 followers, so I don't care. Everyone already knows me on this social media shit. Like as far as
right.
Like,
Well, shit, I'll just
Dylan, no.
Fuck, dude. I'll just call you Oracle then. Shit, help you see if I can, at least push the Twitter thing, if nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, man.
Have you ever been on one of our fight nights on like Saturday night when we do a fight companion on Pub Sports Radio?
I'm new to all the. I just made my Twitter in January during this pandemic. I love martial arts and I love UFC and I watch with guys from the gym, but like my friends are all kickboxers and my friends all like Glory. They all like Lion Muay Thai. I got a couple that like UFC, but they're more students. And then I found MMA Twitter and I'm like, yo, this is dope. And I did a podcast. I did a podcast like 2 years ago and I had mad fun. I was like, yo, it's the pandemic. I'm stuck at home. I might as well just do this shit.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. If you like what you're doing, you know what I mean? That's even makes it even more fun. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
We get rowdy on Saturday nights. I mean, I drink beers out of fucking boots. I mean, we get crazy with that.
Oh yeah, I'll check. Maybe so what we do is for the pay-per-views, we get like 10, 15 guys from the gym together. So I'll jump on with you. We'll have like 10 fighters, 10 kickboxers.
Oh, dope. Yeah, we have like a nice
awesome.
little panel going on. We got like a couple hundred people in the chat, whatnot, and we're just betting throughout the entire card.
Oh, I'll do that. Just leave my phone on, man, because the big card, like I watch the cards by myself. The fight nights, I watch that by myself or with like one buddy. But the pay-per-views, especially a big one, we'll get the guys together, 10, 15 guys. A couple of them probably fought in glory, most likely, if we're doing it on a Saturday, and bounce some ideas, and it'll be fun, man. I'm into this stuff. There's no MMA up here, so there's no community up here. Like, I don't got any people up here that are like you guys, so I can find you guys online.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You guys both know the fucking card starts at fucking noon Eastern.
Damn.
Well, I'm in a lockdown, boys. I'm not working. That's good for me. It gives me something
to
do.
Yeah, dude.
I wanted to do the horse racing stream with because Jimmy starts tomorrow, but he has the horse racing stream from probably 11:30 till 7:00 on Saturday. But we start at noon as well. I wanted to do the horse racing stream for a while with Jimmy and then jump on the UFC stream, but I don't think it's gonna happen because UFC starts too soon.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jimmy the motherfucking Bag, dude. Shout out to Jimmy, man. I fucking love me some Jimmy the Bag, man. Nick, you talk to that dude before I do. You tell him I said what's up, man.
Yeah, I talk to him every day in the fight. He taught me everything I know when it comes to live on stream presence and all that shit. Everything. Yeah. He gave me my first shot at SBR Sports. He got me my job at Odds, and when he left Odds, I got him. I helped to get him a job over at Pub, and we're back together again. It's fucking awesome.
He's a fucking man. He knows his sports, man. He knows a fucking shit ton about a lot of different sports. Yeah, it's crazy. Literally.
Every mainstream sport. He even knows a little bit of MMA, but he doesn't bet it. You know what I mean? But anything besides MMA, he's just. I've watched him. So we went to Miami on an SBR trip 2 years ago with 30 of us, and I went up there on a Thursday. That's when he flew in, but I wasn't gonna stay, and I was gonna I had a hotel room for Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday night. And I was just going to drive back because I'm 35 minutes from the hotel. And, we all got a little bit wasted that day. And he's like, fuck you, you ain't driving. This is my first time actually meeting him. But, we've been online for years together, a year and a half. And he's like, fuck you, you ain't driving. I got an extra room. We end up fucking drinking till 3, 4 in the morning. I wake up at 6:30. I just look over to the right. He is sitting there with his laptop on his lap at 6:30. It's not even light out yet, capping the games for that day. He's a maniac. He's a maniac in a good way.
That's not. I can't wait till that's up here, man. Canada has kind of shitty betting regulations, so yeah. I'm kind of just waiting and scheming to be one of the first guys that cracks out in the MMA mainstream in Canada as a side. I want to be doing the fucking commentating or betting or something because it's not up here yet. And I've been doing this shit my whole life, so when it gets up here, I don't know many people that will have the resume I do to get into it.
You can get some illegal, not illegal, but overseas books. I'll put in the private chat for you that you can sign up on. If you use promo code Pub Sports, I'll put it in the backstage. One word, you'll get a bonus. For instance, if you use mybookie.ag, if you're using your debit or credit card, it's a 50% match bonus. So say you put $300 on, yeah, in Canada. So you put $300 in, you'll get $450 back. You know what I mean?
So what's going on, Tommy? There he is. Yes, sir. How you doing? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Tommy, I forget his Twitter handle. This is a homie from Twitter. Fuck, man. Hold on. I forget his exact handle. Yeah, but what's going on, dude? How the hell are you?
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, man. But so shit, boys, we got this fucking card coming up, man. What y'all do? Which fights are y'all most pumped for?
I got it up right now. Let me this fucking shitload of them.
I'm looking for the main card, Marvin and Kevin, and then I'm watching that Mike Perry fight, and I don't mind watching Sam Alvey fight, man.
Yeah, I don't mind watching him fight. You know what I mean? But you said, that we just interviewed Daniel Rodriguez, and I think that's going to be a banger. The Rodriguez and Perry fight.
Dude, yeah, that's I like all those fights actually. And dude, that Sam Alvey, Julian Marquez, and Mike Perry, Daniel Rodriguez, those are two of the fucking toughest picks for me, boys. I'll tell you that right now. I am struggling with both of those, man.
I would lean. I don't like the line at -180, -195, but I would lean Marquez there on that one. But the biggest mismatch here is Vettori versus Holland. Holland's gonna get his ass kicked fucking twice in a month. I love it. Vettori's gonna run through him like a fucking hot knife through butter.
I think he is too. I hope he doesn't, but I think he is.
The thing with Holland is he's weighing it at 182.5, 183. He's just not a 185er. He's basically walking around like probably 190. You know what I mean? 188 or something like that. and he should be at 170. But it's a tough cut for him, but he can make it. He just needs to stop fucking around at 185 and taking these fucking fights on short notice, and just fucking drop down to his real division and start getting serious. Because when Brunson had him down on the ground, literally the ref was about to stand him up, and fucking Holland goes, "Don't stand me up. Don't stand it up." Like, are you serious right now? You're
the thing
getting
is,
mauled
though,
on the ground.
just a little challenge on that one, man. All that shit talking Kevin does, that didn't work on a guy like Brunson. Marvin's an emotional fucking basket case, like Paulo Costa.
That's true. He does get a little bit crazy, as we all know.
I think he's gonna win. Still, I think he's gonna win. But I think if Kevin can make him snap, that's the only way Kevin's gonna win. Is if Kevin can piss him off in that cage.
He's got to knock him out. That's
Yeah.
one thing. When he wins is he knocks him out. And the one thing, and I'll let you get to that afterwards, sense is Brunson, in my opinion, would lose to Vettori. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say that too. I'd bet on
You know what I
that.
mean? So it's like weird matchup. They're giving Holland somebody that Vettori would beat, and he just lost to that guy.
Right.
I think he's a young kid with a lot of hype that the cameras like. The young kids love that talking, and they want to get him that quick win or get him a big name and then repair his career type thing, man. They're all about pay-per-views right now. They're totally going in that direction.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what confuses me, though. Sorry, real quick. That's what before I forget.
You're good.
That's what confuses me is they want to give Holland a good fight, right, guys? But you're giving Vettori. That's a
You're a
fucking
monster.
task,
Well,
right?
see that's the double-edged sword of taking fights left, right, and center like Cowboys. Like you are going to give yourself opportunities out of fucking nowhere. And I was talking about this on one of my streams. I think it might have been last Friday. Was like, dude, imagine like just imagine this for a second. Close your eyes and imagine Holland sparks Vettori and fucking jumps Derek Brunson somehow. How fucking heated would Derek Brunson be? But it could happen. Like that, it's a weird like that MMA triangle theories don't always work. So like, and Holland, man, Holland had a window against Brunson, but like Oracle was saying, man, if he can get in Vettori's head, Vettori can be emotional. If he can get in Vettori's head and stay on the outside, and if he does get down, man, he cannot do that fucking like body lock from the bottom and just hold him down. Like he has got to fucking try and get back to his feet.
Doing that on Jan.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you are going fucking nowhere with that, dude. And I ain't no fucking ground expert at all, but I know that is just a fucking stalemate, like neutral position.
That's how I judge fights with grappling. If I know what's going on, I'm like, yeah, this guy sucks. He's gonna get fucked up.
I just don't know where Holland can beat him here. I mean, yeah, we need him to knock him out, right? But Vettori carries the power there.
Nice up, Tommy. Yeah, no, I agree. See,
I think Marvin's more of a psychopath. Have you seen some of his videos?
Dude, he's wild. Your dude like fucking roid rages sometimes, man. Like he gets wild, man. But yeah, I think that's a really interesting fight though, and man, that's the cool thing about Holland is like, yeah, he has some holes in his game. There's some bad matchups for him, but he's kind of to a certain extent, he's kind of live in a lot of fights because he is rangy and he has a nice clean right hand. And if he walks Vettori onto too many of them, you know, he could hurt him too. And that's the thing. If Holland does hurt him, not saying that he will. I'm not necessarily picking Kevin Holland, even though I'm a Holland goon. I might do it. I might.
Don't do it.
I might. I haven't done it yet, but I might. But no, I think it's sort of close to a 50-50 because maybe not, maybe more like 60-40 for Vettori.
I'd go 60-40.
Yes, but like it's that chance that like because if he does hurt him, man, Kevin Holland is a fucking vicious finisher. He's not like Kevin Holland. Like if he hurts you bad, like Brunson, thank God he's as good of a wrestler as he is and has the experience he does, because usually when Holland hurts people like that, he tends to put him away, especially lately.
Well, Brunson's a vet too. People forget about all that stuff, man. About how long being in the game matters. When you play moves like Jan does and like Brunson does, you've seen those situations so many times. You've been hurt so many times. It's like I think it's when your heart gets out of it, like that, you start getting dropped easily. I don't know about that chin thing where people are saying, "Oh, he's been knocked out a couple times. He's gonna get knocked out again." I think that more or less you get knocked out least because you fought more. Unless you're obviously back to back knockouts. But you get knocked
Right.
out once, and then have 5 fights, and then get knocked out once and have 6 fights, and then get knocked out. It's harder and harder to knock that guy out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting point.
It is.
Sorry to cut you off. What's up?
No,
Scarper?
go.
What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Can't wait for this card. Dude, I am a Holland Goon certified, man. See, that's the thing. I am super biased. Like I'm a stand boy for certain fighters, but I'll be honest about it. I'll be honest and open, and I will try and be as objective as I can, like about like the matchup itself. Like even as big of a Holland fan as I am, I could see it going just like the Brunson fight, like him just getting, Vettori gets a couple takedowns around, Holland accepts being on the bottom, and Vettori, he is pretty aggressive from the top, unlike Brunson was being. Vettori will either look for the sub, I think, or just try and smash him with the GMP more so than Brunson. So I don't know, man. But I mean, Holland, hopefully he learns from that fight. I don't know.
Do you think?
It's
Do you think
3-rounder too, right?
Or
no?
Should be a 5-er.
Is it the main?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on another main event, and I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he was the main.
Nice, Tommy back in here.
Got a kid with a lot of hype, and they threw him to the dogs.
I don't get it. They did, dude. They're trying to hype like whoever. If they are trying to hype Kevin Holland, they gave him the wrong fucking matchup. The only way this hypes him is if he beats Vettori, and I don't see it happening.
But imagine he does. Dana's gonna be like, "Cha-ching, motherfucker."
Oh yeah, dude. That's Dana's wet dream. Like
Holland versus Adesanya. The lead up to Holland versus Adesanya, if it ever happened.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be fucking tasty, dude.
What up, Jimmy? What up, Jimmy?
Holland, man, he's crispy with those strikes. That 1-2 he has, it's like he throws it like a fucking baseball, dude. That Buckley knockout was real nasty. Yep, yeah. Exactly.
He knocked out the guy that got knockout of the year.
Yeah, dude. Smoked him.
Forgot about that.
Yes, sir. That's me. That in the fucking in the Din Djarin helmet. What's up, Jimmy? Yeah. We had 10 people in here for a second, boys. This is up. I always like seeing that double digits. So yeah, we got a party here now. We got a party here, boys.
All it takes is to be in the chat. Just hit that quick share button on Twitter. That's all it takes, guys.
Yes, sir. Follow Tommy. Tommy Egan is a good dude, man. That's my dude,
man.
Tommy,
you look like a Tommy Egan. Holy wait, is it Tommy Egan from Charlestown? The movie Tommy Egan? Is that where he got it from? No way. Or is that his real name?
Picture. I think that's his Twitter picture.
Go back to Tommy Egan's Twitter picture real quick, or his YouTube picture.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good. I burped fucking 100 times.
Oh, that's me.
Like
top left.
Yeah,
I'm top left.
I think it's
Tommy. You look like an Irish fucking Bostonian right there, dude. Right from Southie. Let's go. Hopefully you are.
That's what's up, man. That's yeah. I got a little Irish in me myself, so that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Half Thai and half Irish.
German Irish.
Yeah, that's a fucking feisty mix as well.
Yep. But well shit, yeah. So that's that main event. I need to tape this one. This one definitely needs to be taped for me to make as an educated as a guess if I possibly can. But this co-main event, boys, Arnold Allen coming off a pretty fucking long layoff against Sadiq Youssef. What are you guys kind of thinking about this one?
I'm gonna go back here. All right, so Allen. I mean, who did he fight last? Hold on 1 second. Give me 10/10 of a second, and it was Nick Lentz, right?
Nice.
Didn't Nick Lentz beat him? I can't remember anymore. No. Yeah, I think Nick Lentz did beat Arnold. No,
he beat Nick Lentz.
He did, yeah. He lost.
Didn't
he fucking bloody Lentz up that fight? Did they give that like a split decision too? I'm trying to remember. I remember being like, "What? Allen won that fight." They gave a run on Lentz. I got to double check. But Nick Lentz is nobody to fuck around with. He's a good fighter. You know what I mean? But Sadiq hits with fucking power, bro. He's got some bombs, but his output is not where it needs to be. Right now, the line's at -120-ish, right? Is that what it's at right now? Right? I believe it is. Let me just double check for you guys. And yeah. Oh no, I got juiced up to fucking. It started at -120. He's at -135 to -140, 130 to 140 right now.
Sadiq is?
Yeah, I'll still would take that line. If it gets any higher, though, it's kind of like, value is value. Dude,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now in the main card, real quick, just so I don't forget. I
There you
mean,
go.
no distance. Fight does not go to decision is plus money. I mean, I think that one. I think they can get each other out of there. If it's 5-round fight, that should not be a plus money. That should be probably even to minus 120ish.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, I think that should be closer to an even, man. I'll tell you what, it's about fucking even in my head, boys, because yeah, I don't like that long layoff. I feel like it's just kind of like a mixed bag. Like some guys like respond to it better than others. What do you think about that, Oracle? What's your kind of general feelings about a long layoff and like what it how it can affect a fighter either positively or negatively?
Like for me, it's all from a striking perspective, more or less. With grappling, you have a lot. There's some different muscles and all that. Like grappling's more output. Like you're doing more at the same time as we're striking. I think your striking is gonna not. Your timing is gonna be a little off, and your range is gonna be a little off. But you can fix that in the gym. Whereas your grappling, if you take a layoff, I think is more affected. But as fighters overall. Some of them have it, some of them don't. There's outliers like Dominic Cruz that come back and just fucking crush it. But he's also addicted to the game. You listen to that guy talk. This is what he lives. This is what he breathes. So he's always remembering it. If you got a guy like Stipe, who's a firefighter. He takes a layoff and he's firefighting. He's not thinking fighting. He's not thinking it, consuming it. It's not about the layoff of the body. It's more the layoff of the mind.
That is excellent insight. Thank you. That is beautiful stuff. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. That's interesting. So yeah, Alan, do y'all remember, was his layoff, was it injury related or was it
That's what I want to know. That's my next question. A layoff for me is if he's been injured and he's rehabilitating, that's one thing. If he's just a layoff and he's training, then that's another. So it all depends on what that's me, brother.
Yeah, that's Nikki. Nikki's at the bottom there.
I think it all depends on what the layoff's for. Like you guys were just saying, if it's an injury layoff, you know what I mean? Or if it's if it's just he hasn't taken a fight like Leon. Leon wasn't hurt, I don't think. I think he might have got COVID or whatever. But he had a couple fights that he turned down and whatnot. But he came back strong as fuck. And
I think Hamzat's going to come back stronger just because the mental. He's obsessed. He wants to do this. The fire's still there. It's if that fire went out or not.
He was all right. So I'm glad you brought that up. So like he went back to the gym and couldn't lift what he could, and his cardio wasn't there. And this is like 3 weeks after testing negative for COVID, or maybe even 2 weeks, and he retires. And Dana's like, I think Dana knew he wasn't going to retire. He just needed to get well. You know what I mean? And then once he started feeling better, he recanted that whatnot. But that's all passion, like you're saying. He didn't think he had it anymore. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm going to quit if I don't have it anymore." You know what I mean?
But he's all in.
Yeah, he's all in. He's all fucking in. That guy's dangerous. He's a future champion in the next two years and change, I would say. I want to see fucking Colby and Masvidal fight. I want to see Leon and Masvidal fight. For them to give,
Leon and Masvidal.
You know what I mean? For them to give,
that's
Jorge
that has
Usman again is ridiculous.
Take this casual take and tell me what you think. This is my casual little mind working.
Get a beer. Go ahead.
Jorge beats Kamaru.
Negative.
Nate. No, it's my casual. This isn't my take.
I know.
Yeah, let's humor.
Sorry.
Jorge beats Kamaru. Nate beats Leon. They do a fight for the BMF rematch and the welterweight title. Listen, hear me out as Dana White. I'm Dana White.
Okay. I'm with you.
So they have a big, huge match. Connor pulls off the win against Poirier, and then Nate and Connor trilogy for the double champ or triple champ, 3 divisions for Connor.
Okay, so does Nate?
Okay.
So does Nate beat Jorge in the rematch by submission or by knockout or by TKO or by decision? How does he
submission only?
Nate doesn't beat Leon, so it doesn't happen. But I'm just saying.
That would be dude. That would be insane.
Put your life savings on Leon to beat Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz are my favorite fighters. They still are because of the way they handle themselves. But the one thing I didn't like about Nate and his last fight against Jorge, he made 2 different remarks. He said that he warmed up too much backstage at one point, he said that he didn't warm up enough backstage and came out flat. And then in another interview, he said he warmed up too much backstage and he gassed. So like you gave two different excuses that contradict each other, and Nate has never gave excuses in his entire life.
Do you want here? I'll give you a real take. This is my actual take on that situation. You got Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. They're guys that are from the old era. They're what my coach called my crew, my Muay Thai crew. He told me there's two types of fighters. There's not more. There's two. There's tough guys and there's athletes. You're one or the other. You're a tough guy like Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, or you're an athlete like Stephen Thompson, Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya. You know, and those tough guys, they're phasing out, man. They're far and few between. They're not going to be able to compete with the high level athletes until we find a, like guy like Kobe Covington. He's a
hybrid,
and then he's an athlete. That's what's starting to come out now. Before it was athletes and tough guys. Now we're getting hybrids. If you're just one or the other, you're not going to last. You're an athlete. You don't got the heart. Just an athlete. And if you're just a tough guy, you don't got the athletics.
Like for instance,
that's
Conor McGregor.
That is a great way to put it. Yeah, like you feel. Yeah, I feel like you need a little bit of both. You need a little bit of that fucking edge, a little bit of that killer instinct, like tough guy, like I can fucking take a punch and bite down on my mouthpiece in spots where I need to. But you're cerebral enough, and you're enough of like you said, like a well-oiled machine of an athlete to work your way through the fight and stick to a game plan and shit like that.
Like Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor are the first one. You know what I mean? Nate took fucking everything Conor had there in that early onslaught, and then started edging the fight out, gassing him out and whatnot, and then eventually snapped on that choke. In the second fight, he almost did the same fucking thing. The better athlete all around is obviously Conor McGregor. Nate is the tougher guy of the two, and he almost got that done again, but he lost. He had him in trouble. I think it was the fourth round where he was just had him against the fence, and Conor basically had nothing left. And then the fifth round, he kind of came back a little bit, but still he won two. I think he won 2 out of 3 rounds basically. I think one was a 10-8. But what I'm pissed about right now is I'm really pissed about it. I don't get it. There's no grudge match really between the two. Is the Usman and Jorge fight. Usman beat Jorge easily. You know what I mean? Easily he beat him. So the next fight you make immediately it should be the Colby and Usman 2, right? And then you set up fucking Jorge Masvidal with fucking fought backstage. You know what I mean? 2-piece in the soda or whatever.
It makes no sense to me either, man. I don't know why they didn't do Kobe and Kamaru, and then the Leon fights the winner.
They're fucking up nonstop. Then they got fucking Chandler, one fight in the UFC, beats fucking Dan fucking Hangman Hooker. And then you got Oliveira, who beats washed up Tony Ferguson. And look at his opponents before that. I mean, his opponents before that, 3 fights ago, before that was Jared Gordon, who's a good friend of mine, but he's at 145er now. He was twice as small as Oliveira when he fought him. You know what I mean? And it's just like, just because I'm on a 7-8 fight win streak and against guys that aren't, it just doesn't make any sense. He beat Kevin Lee and then he beat Ferguson.
So Kevin Lee, quitter. Resumes don't matter anymore. It's hype.
So yeah, exactly. And it is. It is.
It should have been Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor 3 for the belt. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
This is definitely more of a money fight era than it used to be. So I agree with about 75% of what Nick said, and disagree. I can't remember what I know.
You love Chandler.
There was one thing
you love him. I know he's your baby doll.
I'm a Chandler guy too.
So I'm a Chandler donk for sure. And I know.
I don't hate him.
I know my dude Round Table Sports Network is a Chandler fan. I know that for a fact. So yeah, I'm a big old Chandler fan. But I agree with what you said about Oliveira. And Chandler has the fight because one, like you said, it is about hype and money, and fucking Dana and them put a lot of money into Michael Chandler. That was an investment, boys, and they're going to get their fucking return on it. And like Chandler said, he ain't here for a long time. He's here for a good time. So
I heard Dustin turn that down too.
As soon as Dustin Poirier said, "I want the Conor fight. I want the money fight."
He wants
dude. It's such a log. Exactly. It's such a logjam. They were like, "Okay, you just made my job fucking easier." Chandler, I know Michael Chandler wants it. Oliveira, I know Charles Oliveira wants it. Boom, there you go, title fight. And but I agree. Like if you're talking from a meritocracy standpoint, no, Michael Chandler has one fucking fight in the UFC. granted,
4 years ago, this wouldn't be happening. 3 years ago,
no, exactly. And then you got Oliveira.
Before I leave, guys, just mid this conversation, the point. Do you guys think, just last thing, do you think that this super fight thing, do you think it goes into the way of boxing and we end up all about money, or does this build the fan base and the fan base pushes them to go back to purist fights?
I think it's kind of a wait and see. Like, I think it will sort itself out one way or the other naturally. I feel like the fans will either, like you said, push back on it, or if they don't and they just let them do that and they show the interest in, I think it'll still just be contingent upon the demand for it.
So, in my opinion, if Chandler wins, right, or if Oliveira wins, you still have that same problem. Two guys that don't deserve a title shot, that got a title shot, and that's going to end up having the belt. Now, depending on who wins that fight, say Oliveira wins the fight, which if I was a betting man, I'd be betting Oliveira because I'm not sold on Chandler yet in the UFC. Dan Hooker has not looked good in his last couple fights. He can take a beating, and obviously taking a fucking single shot from Chandler. But what I'm saying here is that fight that they made, to me, makes zero sense. And now you're going to have somebody, in my eyes, for fucking Dana to bring somebody from Bellator who he doesn't like Bellator, to have him come and take the belt right away. It's like slapping himself in the face. You know what I mean? And that, like, hey, a Bellator guy and fucking, you know what I mean? And take the fucking belt right away. That was not the way I would have went about it. I would have had Justin Gaethje in the picture.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, let me bring on and Oracle. Just whenever you need to go, just let me know, and or you don't even need to let me know.
You made Drunky, right?
Too.
What's up?
What's up,
yeah.
Drunky? Hey, and let me give this man. Let me give this man a proper intro here. So appreciate it, Oracle. You're welcome anytime, brother.
Oh, you leaving, Oracle?
Yeah, I'll see you guys around, man.
Hey, thank you,
brother.
You're welcome anytime. Hop on anytime, bro. Peace. Hey, let me bring this guy on right here. Let me give this man a proper introduction now. Bring it on, the motherfucking MMA Drunky. How you doing, brother? Talk to me.
What's up, 2 Cents? What's up, Nikki?
What's up, brother?
How are you guys doing, man?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
Just getting off work, trying to catch the end of the show.
Fuck yes, dude. I know that's a good feeling.
Yeah, and I can't agree. I can't disagree with Nikki anymore, man. I mean, just think about this situation right here, okay? If Chandler wins, I mean, pound for pound, he's number one. But what about Pitbull? I mean, it makes absolutely no sense that Michael Chandler is fighting Oliveira. You know, they easily could have put Gaethje in there. Exactly. What the fuck is Gaethje doing right now? You know what I mean? He has no fucking opponent right now.
Oh, dude, yeah, we didn't even speak on that, and I'm huge. So Gaethje is my favorite fighter right now. So and he's left out in the cold, dude, because they already booked that top 5. Like, you got Chandler and Oliveira, you got Conor and Dustin. So Gaethje can really either fight Islam or like RDA.
Yeah, I think they're talking RDA, but I thought they were going to say RDA and Islam Makhachev. That's the fight.
That didn't do that. Isn't Justin ranked 3 right now?
He's 2 or 3.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's I love how people are just leapfrogging Justin Gaethje for the title belt. You know what I mean? There's no way that Justin Gaethje turned down a title fight with Chandler or with Oliveira. You know what I mean? So, he's the more exciting fighter of all 3 of them, or both of them put together.
Well, Dustin wanted the money fight.
No, not Dustin, just Gaethje.
Oh,
Gaethje, you know what I mean? Why didn't they give Gaethje the title fight if he's ranked ahead of both of them, right?
Well, when Dustin beat Conor, I thought, and then they officially said that Khabib was retired. I
thought they were giving a belt, right? You thought Dustin was going to get the belt, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I thought him and Gaethje would probably fight.
Well,
I thought it would be Dustin and Gaethje because that made the most sense.
You know what's weird is if they would have had that Khabib talk at the restaurant before, and he's like, "Hey, I'm done," like 2 weeks prior to the fight, they probably would have been like, "Okay, this Conor McGregor and Dustin fight is for the vacant title." You know what I mean?
How dare you? How dare you, Strummer? How dare you, sir?
Hey, Strummer, I watched some boxing footage on 2 Cents, and you need to get back in that gym, Strummer. I got a sense to me personally.
Rogue is my boy.
I know. Rogue's my boy too. He knows that. But it's a bumblefuck right now. It's a bumblefuck right now what they did. I don't even know what. All right. So what happens next? Oliveira wins. Chandler wins. Who fights next?
I mean, I'm biased towards Chandler, but I think unless Oliveira catches him in a crazy sub, I think Chandler's going to chin him.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a tough one, man. After seeing Oliveira in his last fight, I mean, he looked like a world beater.
Against Ferguson, though. Ferguson, you won't see Ferguson in the top 5 ever again. I will put money on that right now. I think he's not just washed up, but it's people starting to surpass him. Just like we saw the finished, polished Dustin Poirier beat McGregor in that rematch.
Hey, and listen, I think the fight with Dariush is a perfect matchup for Tony Ferguson to get back on track.
Yep.
I think that is the only reason they gave him that fight is because I think Ferguson takes that one. But
I'm on the opposite there. I think they're trying to build Bilal a little bit.
Yeah, because if you think about this, like how many punches Tony was able to absorb from Justin, I think with enough time off, like I don't think Dariush like is just gonna one punch him or anything, and I think that Tony can weather that storm. And if he starts putting a storm of his own on Beneil, he could put him away, man. So yeah, I'm kind of slightly leaning Tony in that one too.
Yeah, only way Beneil wins that fight is by knockout. I'm sorry.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a great submission artist as well. So it's a great stylistic matchup, to be quite honest. We're gonna see right then and there in that fight what Ferguson has left in his career. Yeah. That's gonna be the fight to see if he is gonna go back down to the upper echelon or up to the.
I'm definitely crazy, bro. I'm definitely fucking crazy. Yeah, it's a good fight. Oh no, so you're not the only one that feels. You're not the only one that feels that way, Tommy. Old Jimmy, wherever Jimmy is, he was in here earlier. Jimmy the drunk. Yeah, he's definitely on Oliveira, and I know Jackie Boy's on Oliveira too. Old Jackie.
I am too.
I don't know where Jackie Boy been, but he's definitely on Oliveira too, man. We'll have ourselves a big old party.
Listen, I have all the respect in the world for Michael Chandler. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Oliveira.
It's hard not to respect that guy, but I just don't think he matches up well with Oliveira. I mean, like Nicky said, he's probably going to have to catch him.
Yep.
Because
if he goes down on the ground, he's going to get a triangle choke put right on him, and he doesn't have bad hands as well, Oliveira. So it's like,
no, man, that's what I'm saying. In his last fight against Tony Ferguson, he was putting hands on him, easy.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, will it surprise me if Oliveira knocks Chandler out? No, but the thing with Oliveira is like he's good enough now that he might try and do that. He might try and stand with Michael Chandler, and I think that's where he's going to get hurt. But it's a good fight, man. I'm not like I think Oliveira was doing some can crushing for a while, but I respect that he was able to put a streak together like that. And whether Tony Ferguson is the Tony Ferguson that used to be or not, that's still a really solid and legit win, and I can't take that away from him. So, is it the ideal matchup? No, but given all the moving parts and how much of a fucking logjam it is, like that's like it is what it is. A lot of people have been clamoring for Oliveira to get a title shot. You know, yeah. I know I'm a Michael Chandler fan, so I ain't fucking complaining. So it's like, yeah, it just kind of is what it is, you know.
I mean, he's a company man now. I mean, I understand why they gave him the fight. I don't think he deserves it. As much respect as I have for him, I don't think he deserves it. But that's the fight that we got, man. And it's going to be an amazing fight either way.
Fuck yeah. I totally agree, man.
So,
hey, what do you boys think about? There was a fight I wanted to ask. Okay, this and damn, I went to ask Oracle about it when he was on here, but shout out to him, man. That was a great fucking debut. MMA Oracle on Twitter if you need him. Mike Perry and Daniel Rodriguez, man. What do you boys think about this fight here?
Man, I hope Mike Perry I hope Mike Perry has his shit together. That's all I can say. Daniel Rodriguez is no fucking slouch, but I think Mike Perry, without a doubt. So how's it going, everybody? I'm by myself, and no one was looking. I was all by myself. What's up, D-Boy?
What up?
Yeah, as soon as I got off work, I had to hop in for just a minute.
Where's everybody at?
Nicky, he's taking he went to the shitter. I don't know.
Well, Nick went to the bathroom. I'm sure Nick just goes up and uses the bathroom whenever he fucking wants to. And that's just Nicky. That's why I love him. But what's going on, D-Bake? How you doing, brother?
What up? What's going on? Had to hop in here. I heard my boy talking about Chandler right there.
Yeah. What do you feel about this fight? What are your thoughts?
He knows my thoughts. I think Chandler's going to take it. I think it's a good one. I feel like Oliveira, he specializes, of course, in the grappling and then the submission. But I think he's going to try and stand up with Chandler. And then for some reason, all these guys try and stand up with him, and it's not a good thing. I think he's going to knock him out.
Is that Cage?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
What up?
What up? What up?
What up?
Yeah, Cage Maracoon, this motherfucker.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I agree. I think he's gotten good enough to where in his stand-up where it's like, okay, he's not going to automatically shoot from. He's going to try and like, okay, let me test the waters here. And I think Chandler's going to fucking one punch him.
Listen, man, when Michael Chandler fought Dan Hooker, that was a different Michael Chandler. I did not expect him to come out to be as aggressive as he was. I mean, he was covering a lot of distance in that octagon.
Yeah,
dude.
Was
it a bad Hooker or a great Chandler or a mixture?
Mixture to me.
Chandler needs to get Oliveira on his heels like Dan Hooker, catch him off guard before Oliveira puts his shit together.
Yeah, I agree. The clinch is probably the worst place that Michael Chandler wants to be with Oliveira. But like, yeah, Henry Hooft has been getting his striking nice, man. He's a fucking I don't know if you could say he's underrated. He's a pretty well-known coach, but dude, the Henry Hooft at Sanford is getting those boys striking really nice, man.
Yeah.
And then he trains with Gilbert Burns, who's really good with the grappling. So I feel like he's going to be doing a lot of that. He's going to have a lot of Burns helping him out with that.
Fuck yeah.
And I think one thing with the Chandler that people just forget about is how good of a wrestler he is from college.
Yeah, and watching him just fucking go at it with Usman is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I was just about to say that, Nick. That shit was wild, dude.
I said that on the podcast the other day. I was like, I could watch those guys wrestle for 20 minutes. But
The scrambles,
Yeah.
like Usman's picking him up, and then Chandler's like grabbing a leg and scooting. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Then they had one of Usman doing that with Gagey. Now that he's training with Gagey, and they had like a 2-minute one where they're just rolling around for 2 minutes, taking different legs. That shit was crazy.
Man, that means that Gaethje's starting to finally go back to his wrestling. Well, he never actually went to his wrestling, but if he did work on that wrestling, because he's a collegiate, stud wrestler, that would really round out his game instead of just being the guy that throws bombs. Even though he's like, I want to fucking throw bombs, I want to get knocked out or knock somebody out. But if he could just wear somebody down for a round or two in his wrestling and then piece him the fuck up, you know what I mean? Or
yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, like that's a dangerous camp. You got Trevor Whitman as your coach. You know he's gonna get your hands nice. You're training at altitude. You got fucking Usman there, Gaethje. It's not like a big. It's not a huge stable. Like Trevor Whitman does not have a huge stable of fighters. He has a select few fighters that he fucks with. But that could end up being a nasty little camp, dude. If they keep rolling like this, like if Gaethje, I don't know, man. I don't know who they're gonna give him, but and I'm a huge Gaethje standboy, but I think he's gonna fuck the next person up that they put in front of him.
And not to change the subject too much, but I think that's part of the reason why Ngannou had a great showing against Stipe was because Usman was in his camp the whole way, and then they were saying how he was like his earpiece, like he was listening to Usman telling him just take your time. He was working with him a lot with his wrestling and everything, which was
that's
nuts.
a great point. That's a great fucking point.
And listen, I'll tell you another thing. Trevor Whitman, he is by far, like when it comes to putting together game plans. I mean, just look at Rose Namajunas. I got Rose Namajunas over Weili.
No, don't say that.
Throwing the gauntlet down. MMA Drunkie ain't playing, boy.
I'm taking Namajunas because of Trevor Whitman. That's why.
He's drunk right now.
So yeah, I think that Whitman is really fucking good at getting MMA fighter, like incorporating boxing into MMA, like boxing for
Absolutely.
MMA.
Absolutely.
You have to. You know what I mean?
I gotta see how Weili Zhang does with the time off she's had. It was been a year from last month.
Last March.
Since she fought Joanna.
She fought Joanna last March on the Israel Adesanya card versus Romero.
And then Rose and Andrade was, I think, in the early summer at Fight Island.
Easy money in that one.
That's a much different. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Nick.
You're good.
Much different stylistic matchup from Joanna too. Like Joanna, like Rose, like Wiley's going to have to come to Rose more than Joanna. Like Joanna is like much more of like an active, like pressuring counter striker. Like Rose is more like she's going to be moving around more, and she's going to be counter striking when Wiley overcommits. So. Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting matchup. Definitely a different one from Joanna. One that she definitely you can make an argument that Joanna won that. I got to go back and rewatch it or a draw.
What, Joanna and Rose?
I have it both ways, man. It seems like every time I watch it, I think that Weili wins, and then I watch it again, and then I think that Joanna won. So it was a really, really close fight.
Dude, it was.
It was close, but I had Weili just edging out just about every round. I mean, I think she could have won. You could have honestly given her 4 rounds out of the 5, but they were so close rounds and whatnot. But with Rose, she's not going to be able to take the shots that Joanna takes. Joanna takes some big shots and keeps coming forward. Rose isn't that type of person that takes big shots like that.
Move around them.
These Asian chicks are fucking tough, bro. They just don't give up. It's hard to take them out. Like, when's the last Asian chick you've seen knocked out in the UFC? I mean, I really can't. I can't put one a name. You know what I mean?
Just ask you. Just ask Joanna about her face. Just ask her how much damage she took. She had that fucking hematoma on for like a week.
Joanna, right?
Yeah.
Joanna, it looked, dude. She had 4 foreheads. It was like you could press into it. It was like jelly. She said.
And honestly, like that probably is what edged it out. And honestly, I think if you look at that and you can't. It's fair because that's damage. That's physical fucking damage that she took from getting fucking cracked in the forehead, however many times she did. So
it's like fucking Frankenstein.
It was crazy looking, dude.
Oh, couldn't believe it. Could not fucking believe it.
Peace, Strummer. Be safe. Safe travels.
Later.
Good luck on your endeavors.
Where'd Drunky go?
He probably got knocked off. He probably got knocked off because he was in his car.
Yeah.
The Oregon Trail.
So Cage, bro, what do you think about this Mike Perry Daniel Rodriguez fight?
True. It depends on Mike Perry what mindset he's in, and like, does he have a camp now? Or is it just him still?
I have no idea. Do you know, Nikki?
Who? I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Mike Perry.
I heard he's taking this one serious. I know Clint from Die Hard is betting Mike Perry. And I saw in the comments that people, a bunch of people were saying that he's taking this one seriously. Finally, see how serious he's fucking taking it. He's probably still.
Is he, Nick? Do you know? Is he still with Yoel? Is he still with his camp, or do you know where he's training at? Perry,
dude, his last camp, he fucking trained with his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like 1 or 2 guys.
He had him, and then he had her, and she came out with him and was like brushing him off, giving him water. And then he had another guy that was just
a random dude.
There. Yeah.
I think it was just somebody like he didn't want to pay nobody, bro. He wanted to make all that. You know what I mean? Corman costs money, believe it or not, good money. So I think he just wanted to collect that check all himself, and he thought he could beat Tim Means easily, and we saw that didn't happen. No. And he's fighting a guy that's a brawler, which is actually favors him because Mike Perry can take a fucking shot. So can Daniel Rodriguez, but I feel like Mike Perry can take the bigger shots. I don't know, though. I just feel like Daniel Rodriguez is a crisper down the pipe striker when you got Mike Perry more of like a Bolo type big, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. But I don't mind people taking a shot on Mike Perry, especially if he's training correctly at plus 150, but I'm done betting Mike Perry. I'm fucking done.
Dude, I'll tell you what, bro. I really fucking struggle to pick Mike Perry fights anymore because I was on a nice little streak until he started hitting that like the Luques and like because I'm like, okay, matchup wise, yeah, Mike Perry is a bruiser. Luque gets hit a lot. That was kind of my thinking, but like it seems like every time I pick a Mike Perry fight anymore, and I did it with Tim Means recently. Like
I thought it was a perfect matchup for Perry.
it was like I thought it was a perfect spot for him. You know, Means is hittable, Perry cracks, like, but it's just like I get what you're saying. Like, it's tough to trust him, but if he's taken seriously, it's like, dude, he does have a chance. Like, Daniel Rodriguez is not Floyd Mayweather. Like, he can get hit, and Mike Perry hits really fucking hard. And like, if Mike Perry gets in the clinch, he's got good Muay Thai. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm struggling with this one, boys.
Imagine Mike Perry at like American Top Team, or just somewhere to keep him fucking not insane, sane. You know what I mean? And in there, because Top Team don't fuck around. You don't show up for sessions.
Wasn't he at American Top Team and left?
I don't. If he wasn't at the one by me, Coconut Creek. Oh, he might have been in the one in Orlando for a little while with like. But I know for a while he was with like Alex the Spartan Nicholson. Guys like that. I met all of them at the Titan FC fight a couple months, 3-4 months ago. I thought Alex Nicholson was this fucking beast, right? This gigantic beast. I take a picture with him. I'm taller than him and the same weight. And I'm like, how is this fucking possible? You know what I mean? How is this fucking possible? I almost didn't know it was him because I walked up next to him. I'm like, hey, Nicholson's smaller than me? You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. You know what I mean? But he's mad ghetto. Nicholson, I didn't know what to think, but he's like mad ghetto, bro. Like,
yeah, dude, aren't they from like a Popka? Isn't that like a real rough area of Orlando? Or
yeah, Popka. But and I think where they were in like Kissimmee and all that area, there's Florida. There's hoods everywhere. You can be in a rich area, and 5 minutes later you're in the trailer park. So
that's crazy. That's how it was around Baltimore, dude. Like Baltimore. Like we live
across the street from them.
We lived out in like we used to live out in like the Pasadena area, but then you'd be in like Glen Burnie and be like, okay, this isn't bad. And then all of a sudden, like, boom, dude, like row houses and be like, okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, you better be fucking watching your shit now. And like, there's certain areas, dude, like I'm from Little Rock. Like, I used to live in Richmond. I definitely am familiar with like rough areas and shit. But like, you go to the like around the like the farmers market and like the shit down there, like downtown and like West Baltimore. You better have some fucking people with you.
I just got my SIG recently. I hate guns. I absolutely hated them. I still don't like them, but just with what's going on right now in the world, like, you got to have concealed weapons permit, permit or concealed weapons license and a permit to have a gun, in my opinion. Especially if you're a guy like myself, you know what I mean? You know, does get into altercations at times. You know what I mean? You never know when a fucker's gonna pull out a gun, but. And it's down here in South Florida. Like I said, I mean, I work in Fort Lauderdale. I could drive into the wrong neighborhood and that's all she wrote. You know what I mean? Just for being a white boy. You know what I mean? Your fucking car would get shot up. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, I hear about it all the time. I'm only like 20 minutes from Camden, so.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Fuck
all right, boys. Hey, I just wanted to pop in for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Off work, man, but I just wanted to pop in with you guys for a bit. Hey, thank you so much for having me for a few minutes.
Hey, no problem, brother. You're welcome anytime, man. I'll definitely put up the notifications and shit. But thank you for joining me, and definitely let's do this again.
You know, okay. Man.
Nice to meet you on cam too. Oh yeah.
MMA Drunkie, everybody. So, boys, there was another fight. Oh, yeah. The Sam Alvey, Julian Marquez fight. That is another one. God damn, I'm struggling with this one. What are y'all's thoughts on this one?
I fucking can't get a Sam Alvey fight right for my life.
Just funny you say that. I interviewed Sam Alvey last week, and the interview it's coming out on Wednesday. But like I was talking to him about it, and he like I can't take him serious when I interview him. Every 5 seconds he's smiling. Like that's all he does is smile. And you try and talk to him and then he smiles and I'm like, I have to look away for a second to laugh.
Right? Like, you fucking with me? Like
he does do it on purpose on interviews now. He'll be like this.
Yeah. Like literally the whole time. But it's a pretty interesting matchup. Like you got Marquez who's just coming back. He came back and won that fight in the third round. He was losing that fight majority of the time, came back and got that submission on was it Miki Popolo?
Yeah,
Popolo.
Yep.
But then Alvey's been a guy that's been like hit or miss. Like he does good, he goes on spells. So, but I like Marquez in this.
Me too.
I do like he has a little bit of explosiveness to him, where I feel like Alvey's more like a grappler.
And that's the thing. Marquez looks for takedowns, and he's great in the ground and stuff like that. So I just hope Marquez doesn't gas out trying to take down Alvey.
Yeah, he got lucky against Patolo. He gassed out, but then because Patolo was doing way too much in the first 2 rounds, he was exerting too much that he wound up gassing out and then allowed Marquez to get back into it. Yeah.
Get that second win and finish him in third. I had Marquez inside the distance, and I was going nuts. So I thought I'd lost that fight up and down. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, he finishes him in the third, and I'm fucking going nuts.
Oh, God. I was sweating so fucking bad. Yeah, and that's the thing with this fight. Like, I feel like I'm leaning Marquez, but I'm just, like, worried in the back of my head, like, don't go out there and pull a stunt against Sam Alvey. Because, like, Alvey is known to do that, man, where it's like he, like, kind of like you're counting him out, and he almost, like lulls you to sleep, and then all of a sudden, boom, like he'll either hit you with a big shot or he'll go in for the takedown, and like he's just kind of that like gritty veteran that's kind of hard to put away. But I'm leaning Marquez. I'm leaning Julian Marquez. Like I feel like I feel okay. So the comparison between Patolo and Alvey, like Alvey has more experience, right, than Maki, but Maki is a little bit younger. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Marquez in that one, but it's sketchy, man. I'm gonna sweat that motherfucker.
You know what's weird? I would take Alvey over Maki Patolo at this point. I think.
Yeah.
I think I would. I mean, he lost to what's his name? Fucking who was that bum?
Alvey?
Yeah, no. Maki lost to who was it? It was.
Well, I'm bringing it up right now.
It was.
He lost to Marquez, Darren Stewart, Impa Castanet.
Yep. Is there one before that or no?
Those are the 3 that he's lost. He's lost 3 in a row. Patolo.
You know, Callan Potter is who I thought he fought, but he didn't fight Callan Potter. It was somebody else.
He lost to him.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. He should have fucking mopped up Callan Potter, and that's when I was like, I ain't never betting Mackie again. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that was his welterweight debut.
Yep.
Because he was in middleweight before that, and then did 2 catch weights before that one. So yeah.
Callan Potter, you can't fucking beat Callan Potter. You're fucking just. I thought he was gonna get cut after that fight.
Yeah, that's like a bottom of the barrel litmus test. Like, how bad are you, man? Like, okay, you're losing to Potter. Like, we're gonna take a real close look at you. And like, honestly, dude. He got that like knockout or stoppage over Charles Byrd, but then and although these are good fighters, it's like submitted by Darren Stewart, decision by Impa, submitted by Julian, like in a fight that you're kind of winning. Like I don't know, did he get cut or is he still with the UFC, Maki?
I think he's still with them.
If he is, they're gonna give him one more fight and that's it. I think because they like the way he fights, but.
Right.
On that they cut a bunch of people recently, you know what I mean? So you never know.
Right.
Yeah. He's lost 3, so I wouldn't be surprised if they wind up getting rid of him or give him that 4th one where he loses that.
Is he 3 in a row, Cage?
Yeah, he's lost 4 of his last 5.
Okay, yeah. If he loses one more, he is 1,000% getting cut.
Yeah, I would. You'd be hard pressed. They'd be hard pressed to keep him. Like, but yeah, Alvey, like Sam Alvey is one of those guys. Like, yeah, he's really like he should probably be like 0-5. You know, the draw with Ja. I don't know. Like, he has
to go to Bellator.
Yeah, I feel like Marquez will probably beat him, but I wouldn't be surprised if like Sam Alvey like pulled off the upset and everyone was all pissed off and it fucked up a bunch of parlays and shit like that.
Yeah, and there's no way I'm parlaying anything anybody with Sam Alvey. He's just that guy. Fuck the day up.
And then he's lost 4 in a row. Plus the last fight he had a draw, so I'm surprised he's still with them.
Yeah, no shit.
You want to know why? Because Sam has taken so many short notice fights for them and been there for them that they're not going to get rid of him until Sam Alvey says quit, I think.
I'm waiting for him to change things up because he was saying that he just moved. Like he couldn't wait to get out of California to go to Tennessee. So now he just moved. Well, he's getting ready to move to Tennessee. And he said he wants to start something down there.
Yeah.
And open his own thing, but he's probably going to wait a little on. So I wonder if he has like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, where he's at now. because he's at a good gym, but I feel like when you have a guy like him who's inconsistent, how much like his heart is really in it.
Yeah.
In the UFC, like maybe like he does need like a change of scenery to like Bellator or PFL.
I mean, person that his wife is his fucking main coach. You know what I mean? It's basically his main coach. It's there in his corner. Like, come on, dude. Like, get a little more serious about it. Have two stud, fighters in your corner.
Yeah.
I mean, what can your wife really say to you after you just lost the first round to make you win the first round? You know what I mean? Honey, our bills aren't going to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's even more pressure. Honey, I'm going to divorce you. You know what I mean? Oh, that's good. Thanks, hon. You know, like,
that's crazy, too. If you look at her background, she won a season of America's Next Top Model. So it's like, how is she your coach?
Right.
Right. And it's like, dude, so you either need one. You don't always have to be the most technical advice, but you need to at least be able to like motivate your fighter, like light a fire under your fighter's ass. Like you need to be able to do one of those two things. And like, it's hard to imagine her being able to do either of them. You know what I'm saying? Like she can't give him the technical advice. And like, how is she really going to like get in his face and give him some kind of like, some kind of heated fucking like get like some James Krause, like get the fuck out there. You're going to lose this fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's she going to do any of that?
But I do see him as being like the perfect coach for somebody else. I could see him being like a better coach than he is a fighter because the training he does. And then at the gym, he does a lot of teaching.
Yeah. He's a smart guy too. He's not like some dumb rock. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He might be the next James Krause. You know what I mean? James Krause from a fighter to a coach is the best out there right now. From a fighter to a coach.
Oh yeah. When I talked to I interviewed Minner last month, and that's what he said. He was like, if you look at all the cards from April to May, he has a guy or a girl on every card going into June. Because and he said like he spoke like very highly of him because I talked to him right after he fought Rusa. I talked to him right after he fought Charles Rusa,
my boy.
And and he was just saying he was like he kind of lets you do your thing, but he's very strict. He wants you to do this. He's a guy that's telling you what you need to do, get it done, and then
I couldn't believe. Sorry to interrupt you because I couldn't. That's why like a good friend of mine, Charles, and I could not believe that he got Rosa got out wrestled by Charles, and Charles wasn't able to put him in anything too threatening submission wise. I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Could not believe it.
He did say Minner said he was like that dude. He was like Rosa. He's tough as shit. Like all the stuff I had him in, and then he didn't give up. And I was. If
Doug Nasty wasn't tapping him, he ain't tapping him. Remember when Doug Nasty had him in probably like 17 different side chokes and Armin, you know what I mean? He just wouldn't tap, just would not tap.
Yeah, he's that dude. His submission defense is pretty fucking solid. Hey,
submission all around solid, but he started this karate type stance, and ever since he started that karate stance, I feel like he hasn't been. I don't know. I want him to get out of that karate stance.
I tell you what, man, the karate stance, like that's what I started out with karate. That was the first martial art I ever trained. So it's comes a little bit more natural to me, but I'll tell you what, man, you don't know what you're doing with it. Like you can get really fucked up. Like there's actually a stance in Shotokan called cat stance, which is like meant to be the closest thing to like, light on the front leg. So you can either check kicks, something like that. But if you don't know what you're doing with that karate stance, you're either going to get your fucking leg chewed up. If you're fighting with your hands down, particularly like if you don't know the timing and the and the distance management that comes with like, because that's what karate is. Like it's distance management and it's timing and it's waiting for the counters a little bit longer. There's just little things that like if you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to emulate that stance, like you gotta really have someone that knows what they're doing, like coaching you if you're gonna use that style. That is what I would say.
Yep.
Who's he fighting next, Rusa? Because I saw that he had a fight booked
already. I didn't know that.
Yeah, They booked it, but I didn't see who it was. And I was just surprised that he's jumping in there that quick.
He won because he had a great camp. I talked to him, he had an unbelievable camp, and he didn't take any damage really in that fight at all. Actually, at all. So
it was mostly just them getting taken down and then locked in.
He's another guy that has taken a lot of short notice fights. He took a short notice fight against Dennis Siever in 2000. That's when I met him in 2014 in fucking like Germany, I think it was, or over there somewhere, maybe even in Sweden or something like that. He just happened to be over there training his kickboxing. And I can't remember who Dennis was fighting, but his fighter fell out, and Rosa was the only person overseas at that time. He had to lose in 10 days or 9 days, or 10 or 9 days. He lost 28 pounds.
Damn.
Fight Dennis Siever, and he went off. There was either 3 or I think it was. I thought he was the main card, so I think it was either 5 rounds or he went 3 rounds for sure. And he had Dennis in some trouble at times.
He's fighting Justin James.
Oh, I like that fight with him. As long as he doesn't get caught with a bolo punch, he could beat Justin James.
It's going to be on June 26th.
Okay, nice.
So the first 2 fights on the prelims are pretty interesting, man. There's pretty interesting matchups. I wanted, if y'all have a second, I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on both the Ja De-Un fight and William Knight, and then also the Impa and Sasha Palatnikov fight. What do y'all think about those two? Start with the Impa Kasangana and the Sasha fight. Whoever wants to take that first.
I mean, for me, I haven't done a lot on. And I know Impa well, but Sasha, I just need a little bit more tape on that one. I would lean Impa. I think they're trying to push Impa, even though he got his head almost kicked off. Well, it did get kicked off by Buckley. But what was the other one you were talking about?
The one right after that, the Ja De-Un and
William Knight.
Fight.
I like Knight in that. Like I wish I could have saw Knight last week.
Yeah,
I could have saw him last week, but then he had to bow out because of I think it was COVID or whatever.
Yeah, it was one of his coaches, or not even a false negative, but who was he supposed to fight last week again?
It was
Midfield.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Menifeld.
Menifeld.
Yeah, that would have been very nice.
A good fight, dude.
But if you look at John, his last fight, he's the one that drew with Sam Alvey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're right. Okay. That's a tough one. I mean, I guess I lean the dog there, just a dog money at plus 120. But I have to look a little bit more into Jung and Knight himself. But I don't know.
This Impo one's pretty tough.
So Jack Shore and Hunter Azure is another good one too.
That is. I'm definitely on Jack Shore, but I'm not sleeping on Hunter Azure. Like Hunter Azure is a good striker. I'd probably give him I don't know. The striking's pretty even. Jack Shore's striking's been looking better and better, but yeah, I definitely favored Jack Shore. Hunter Azure is a good wrestler too, so that's a good matchup, man. I like that matchup.
Just money wise, I like the plus 130. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Jack Shore is no one to fuck around with. If you look at the card, I mean, it's a lot of close fights on this card. I mean,
isn't he still undefeated? Or, Shore?
Hunter?
Yeah, Shore's undefeated. Hunter has the one knockout loss to Keller.
Yeah, that one. He was winning that fight, and then he got knocked out in the second, I think it was, right?
Yeah. Smoked that left hook across his chin and put him away.
Who was it?
Kelleher. Boom.
Right. Right, and he was beating Kelleher, who was,
Yeah, he was painting him up, man. Then Kelleher fucking smoked that left hook on him and got him.
It's all shit.
And then Kelleher is the one that got beat by Ricky Simone.
Yeah.
See, that's a guy I really like. I want to see him get booked soon because like the way he dominated Kelleher, except for that last round, and he decided to use the leg kicks.
In his last fight, I faded him against what's his name? No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, not him. I'm talking about Alex Hernandez when he thought he won the fight against what's his name?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting it mixed up there, but yeah. Jim Miller, Selecki. Selecki's gonna beat Miller, I think. The way you bet Miller is by submission. If you bet him at all and get even more plus odds. But other than that, I don't think he was a decision against Selecki. Selecki's looked really good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on Selecki. Those first 2 fights, I am I think I'm gonna go with Impa and probably William Knight.
Yeah.
I like what I've seen from William Knight. I like that he was able to. His cardio did look a little bit better. It looks slightly improved. I'm hoping it will be even more improved. But I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna lean with William Knight, and I'm gonna go with Impa. But I'm not sleeping on Sasha Palatnikov either.
So you can do with both those fights. Like this is what I do sometimes with anchors. I don't consider Impa an anchor. I think he gets that one done. But for instance, you can take.
I'm sorry.
Impa.
What do you mean by anchor, Nikki? Do you mean
Like I take for instance, like Nunes was an anchor for me in her last fight. I had every single fight parlayed with her, even if it only brought my my bet down 20 cents or so. You know what I mean? I just knew it was. You know what I mean? It's free 20 cents. But Impa, you could parlay Impa with Jung and Impa with William Knight. You're gonna get plus odds on both of them. Plus odds on Jung is only gonna be like plus 120 ish, maybe plus 125, 130 around there. And then William Knight, you'd be at like plus 180 ish. Pick up like a third of a unit or close to a full unit. But Impa obviously needs to win. But I do that with certain fighters and in certain fights. Like this card though, there's no sure. You know what I mean? There's nothing here sure. I mean, maybe I'll take Vittoria as an anchor in a couple fights, but other than that, I'm looking right now. I don't see anything that I could like. You know what I mean?
Right. Have you guys? I have not seen much of Luis Saldana. I'm gonna lean with Jordan Griffin slightly, but I need to tape that one a little bit more. Do y'all know much about Saldana?
No, I know about Griffin, but no. That's what's pissing me off with this card. I have to do a shitload of tape work with all these someone new guys. You know what I mean?
I'll see if I can bring him up.
Dude, I'm really gonna have to take that Arnold Allen and Sadiq Yusuf fight because that's one where I'm just like, I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna have to take all sorts of fucking shit.
No shit, man. Like this is a good. Goddamn, there's a lot of fights on this card. It's actually pretty decent for just.
Well, this is Luis. This is his debut. And he fought on the Contender Series against Vince Murdoch. He fought Carl Whitstock on LFA. That was his one fight. Then right before that, he had Ramiro Hernandez on the Fight Series. But it's like he's only had like a few big time fights.
Notable guys or even close to notable guys.
Like I'm looking at it, like
right.
Not really anybody that I recognize.
Exactly. If you don't recognize them, that's something, you know what I mean? And then you look at their records, and that's all you really need to. If you don't recognize somebody and they got a crap record, or even say 8-4, recognize them. There's a reason why you don't recognize them.
But he fought the Contender Series back in November, so.
And he got the W, obviously.
Yeah, front kick to ground and pound. It says in round 3.
A nice little teeth kick. And dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank you for pulling that up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'll probably tape that one. I definitely need to tape Sadiq Yusuf and Arnold Allen. The other one I was thinking about maybe taping. It was Gamrot and Holtzman. I'm leaning Gamrot, but I don't know. I'm not sleeping on Scott Holtzman. I've heard some people take a shout out to MMA Huddle. Shout out to John and Will Martin. But John was I think he was saying he was going to take Scott Holtzman. I've seen some other people saying they're on Holtzman too. So I'm leaning Gamrot, but I'm kind of sketched out about that one, man. I got a feeling that could be an upset waiting to happen.
He's done 2 of his last 3 fights on catchweight, so that's a little tricky. Holtzman has, because his last one he fought Dariush, which was catchweight
160.
Yeah, 158. Yeah, 160. He beat Jim Murr, but he did that. That was just his regular thing. He did that where he got fight in the night. Jung Young Ma was catchweight. 160 again, and then he had the loss to Nick Lance. So it's kind of tough with them. It depends on how he's feeling and come back, because it seems like he did catch weight, came back, catch weight again, and came back again. So I don't know if that's because of a short notice, like somebody bailed out against him.
Yeah, that's what it was. But still, that means he's going to have trouble cutting weight because he's used to these 2 catch weights. It was 160. You know what I mean? That 5 pounds is a lot. You don't have to cut. We had a weird weekend ahead of us, guys. And it starts.
Yeah. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully, Gamrot learned from that last one and puts a stamp on all of these fucking rounds. I'm kind of leaning Gamrot by decision, but I'm not counting Holtzman out, dude. Holtzman is a tricky fucking grizzled old veteran. And if Gamrot fucks around and like sleeps on him or doesn't take him seriously and just thinks, oh, this is a nice little bounce back for me, I don't know, man. But I'm going Gamrot, but something about that fight sketches me the fuck out. But
a lot of these fights do. I'll be betting props probably. No distance, you know what I mean? My no distance prop, stuff like that. Maybe fight to go past the first round. Parlay was like, I'm gonna have to get crafty.
Right. Well, so we're coming up on I'm probably gonna wrap it up at 8:30. So
I get perfect. I was gonna say I have to go in 10 minutes.
Cool. Well, so yeah, if I can, I guess if I can go ahead and get some final words from y'all, debate. Can I get some final words from you, brother?
I'm actually excited for the main event, the Vettori Holland. A lot of people were kind of like, I guess, sketchy why they would give it to Holland and not somebody like Brunson. I think this is perfect for Holland in the fact that he doesn't have to worry about the clinch or getting taken down, because I feel like Vettori is going to be more so standing up and then boxing like he did last time. So I think it'll give Holland a better chance at getting going, which he wasn't able to before. I just feel like he needs to not fight sloppy. Like against Brunson, he was doing a lot of moving around too much. Talking, falling down too much. Like if he can just stay poised, he actually has a good shot at pulling this off. But he needs to avoid those hooks by Vettori, because when he hits you, he hits you hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking if it was a 5-round fight, I mean, it's a 5-round fight. What I'm saying, I'm gonna take the no distance at plus money. I might even see what actually I can see right now what Vettori inside the distance is. 1 second, it's right here. All right, so Vettori inside the distance. All right, I hate how Best Fight Odds doesn't have them in correct order, but all right, so Vettori inside is, or by knockout. Whoa, Vettori went. Oh, that's round 1. I was gonna say plus 2,000. What? Hell no. I'll bet that right now. It is. That's not a bad look though. Knockout first round plus 2,000. Jesus Lord. By decision is plus 190. Vettori inside the distance is plus 125. So I might look at that as a plus number as opposed to parlaying them.
That's what's up. Well, Nicky Elbows, can I get some final words from you, brother, man?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me on tonight for the championship March Madness game, Gonzaga Baylor. We'll be live at 9:15 p.m. Eastern in about 45 minutes for the game.
Pubbing. We be pubbing for sure.
We be pubbing. Yuri K. Joe's in there as well, right?
Yeah. I'll tune in.
Sweet. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Who do you got? Who you got?
Oh boy. I don't like the way Gonzaga played against UCLA that much. I mean, if the points were wider, I would take Baylor. I don't even fucking know. I'm gonna look for a second half. Right now we're like 18 or 19 and like 7 or 8 with our halftime bets, which is crazy. So like we halftime is when we load up on stuff. Mm-hmm. But right when I get up here, I'm gonna look at some player props. But on a side, it's as close as it gets right now, in my opinion.
Dude, no shit. I'll tell you what. I don't know who's gonna win that, but I can tell you who I'm rooting for, and it ain't no fucking Baylor Bears. I can tell you that for certain. I'm rooting for Gonzaga because Baylor fucking sent my Arkansas Razorbacks home, and it won't no fun for me. I was fucking crying in my cereal, and they pissed me the fuck off. So yeah,
Preston,
I hope Gonzaga beats the shit out of Baylor.
Preston had that ticket at like plus 1,000 for Arkansas. I think it was just to make the Final Four. Not even.
I'll tell you what. I am happy that we made it as far as we did because we shot like absolute dog shit. we could not fucking have our shots fall to save our lives, dude, and we still
Dude,
made
dude, rim jobs all day long.
We sent Cinderella home. We sent Oral Roberts home, so I am at least proud of that. But yeah, I'm rooting for Gonzaga. That's a good game though. Good close game.
See, I'm pissed. I had a chance to go right before the tournament started. I was gonna do Houston just to make the Final Four, and it was actually a good bet because I had them and Gonzaga in the finals, which was close. They just they just shit the bed against Baylor, but that's besides the point. But I'm kicking myself for not doing that. But
plus what, like good plus like 800 or more, right? At least.
Yeah, but I think this is perfect. It worked out perfectly for Gonzaga because this is the only game in the regular season that got canceled was their game against Baylor, and then they wind up taking another ranked team, but not with them. Yeah. So for everybody that's kind of killing their schedule, which is they had one of the toughest non-conference schedules because of how lightly people think of the West Coast Conference.
Yep.
So I think it would, for them, if they can win this, I think that would be the nice topping on the tournament for them to beat Baylor, the team that they weren't able to play in the regular season.
True. For both teams, whoever wins that, they're going to get bragging rights. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, boys. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you off stream and then wrap it up. But D-Bake, a.k.a. Cage My IQ, thank you so much for joining me. You are welcome here anytime on stream.
Yeah, and thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem, man. No sweat. I'm probably going to do this again on Wednesday. And then, no. Wednesday will be my variety show. I got to review Sin City and Bush 16 Stone. But Friday I'll be doing UFC again. I'll be making my official pick. So if you want to, if you have any free time Friday afternoon and you're interested, I'll definitely be doing it again. But Nikki, thanks again, brother. I appreciate you giving me the feedback on that shadowboxing video. Man, I'm debating whether to make videos like that or not. I'm not. It would just be for fun. I'm not fucking, like I said, I'm super amateur. So, but thanks for the feedback on that. And
100% tell you that keep doing it because it's, trust me. When I went to watch it and whatnot, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to watch here, and I was impressed for someone like you said, like you haven't been doing anything really that much, and I could tell from the way you're moving and whatnot, your combinations that you know what I mean. You're not some kid that just came off the fucking street to do a video.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm definitely working on it, dude. So I appreciate that. But I also want to give a big shout out to I'm gonna take you boys off stream. But thanks again, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'll be back Friday with this. Thank y'all.
I'll see you boys later, Cage. Later, brother.
Peace, y'all.
See you.
All right. Well, that was a fucking great stream. I want to give a big shout out to Cage My IQ, aka D-Bake. Want to give a big shout out to my dude Nicky Elbows, aka Boston Nick, Mr. Fatfist on Twitter if you need him. I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the MMA Oracle. MMA Oracle on Twitter. Would love to have him back on stream. He gave some excellent insight into combat sports, particularly striking, and excellent insight from him. And also the MMA Drunkie, man. I love that dude. And brother, you're welcome on stream anytime. All you guys are. Man, that was a great stream. I want to thank everybody that came through in the chat. My dude, Roundtable Sports Network, great to have you in the chat. And my dude, Tommy Egan in this motherfucker, making his debut in the chat. Definitely hope you come back through. The homie Rogue Strummer in this motherfucker. Noah, as always, usual suspect. I can't even talk. Of course, the General was in this motherfucker for sure. Yeah, man. I want to thank everybody that came through. It was a damn good stream. Like I said, Wednesday, if you're not doing anything, just as a change of pace, I will do a variety show on Wednesday. I meant to review Sin City last week or the week before, but I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to combine that with my review of the Bush album 16 Stone. So if any of that Float Your Boat, movies, and music talk. I'll be doing that on Wednesday. And then Friday, I will be back with more UFC shit. I'll make my official picks before I put them up on Twitter. But yeah, thanks again. Thanks again to everybody that joined me. MMA Oracle, MMA Drunkie, Cage My IQ, of course, Nikki Elbows, everyone that came through in the chat, Roundtable Sports Network, and Tommy Egan in particular. Good to see y'all. Hope y'all come back. Everybody else, the usual suspects, I appreciate y'all. And anybody that will watch this. Nikki later. And yeah, check out, be sure, Pub Sports Radio Live. If y'all want to check out the, if y'all want a great national championship game companion, you can watch with the boys in the pub, Pub Sports Radio Live. I will be there. But thanks again. Appreciate everybody that joined me on stream and in the chat. I will be back Wednesday. I'll put up the notifications for that shit. But thanks again, boys. This is just my 2 cents, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.